Hey guys, good evening. How y'all did you back on the road? How are y'all doing? Don't mind the noise. Well, that's the noise of the road, busy road. It's 5:33, Thursday, 25th November 2021. Alright, so just close from work, going home, and I feel we could talk a little bit about something equally important, just like every other thing we discuss on this channel. Today, we are talking about use of lane. It's a bit tight most of the evening, so I think we get through just fine. All right, so we're talking about use of lane. Very important. Now, how do we use lane? What I mean by use of lane is, how do you align your vehicles when you drive on the road? I think a lot of Nigerian drivers, okay, normally I would call it greed. I know it sounds kind of funny, but that's what it sounds like to me, or what it looks like to me. All right, so you're driving and there are 3 lanes or 4 lanes on the road, and you see some cars driving like one leg in one lane, the other in another lane. And the reason they do that, basically, I can tell you authoritatively, is because in case one of the lane move faster than the other, they just quickly, veer off in that direction. But honestly, it is wrong. And to the other road users, especially for the cars behind you, it's quite annoying. I mean, I try to properly align my car like I'm doing right now. Not minding where the camera is facing anyway, because I use the remote for that, so I don't have to get distracted while I'm driving. But I mean, I try to align my vehicle very well to make optimal use of the road, to allow all the users of the road have enough space to maneuver and all that. But I see a lot of craziness in how people go in and out of lanes. I understand when we're in traffic, sometimes, a car may break down, you may need to switch lane. That is all fine and good. There's nothing absolutely wrong with that. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when we are in what we call go slow in Nigeria. We are still moving, so the traffic is not like completely flowing at a fast pace. We're all going slowly. You now see somebody weaving in and out of traffic, going to the left, going to the right, and in most cases, before you know, there's a bit of scratching or bashing or into another car, and you begin to hear the usual, sorry, it's just a scratch. Sorry. I mean, some of them do not even bother to wait. You now see the other car trying to chase him down, and there goes your road rage moment. So let's just let's go on ahead for the next 2 to 3 minutes. Hopefully we don't get to see such this evening. Let's just hope we don't. And to my left here, there's already a coconut head person that is trying so hard to squeeze, so I'm just going to allow him. You can see the car. Coconut head, because he just needed to show every other person he knows how to drive. So he is coming from a completely out of focus lane to try and join our lane, and he's not ready to wait. So patience is very key. I mean, I've been driving this car for over 2 years. I've not had any bashing. I know. People say, oh, by the time you drive in Lagos. But I disagree, because I know a lot of people too in Lagos are hardly, have such issue. They hardly have it. I mean, a lot of our, just imagine if everybody would try to watch ourselves on the road, there won't be talks of that. So that is chat for today. So now we see the lane is free flowing. Now, before we see another traffic, it should be in another 1.5 kilometer. I know this road pretty well. This is one of my running track. All right, so there we go. This guy in front of me is still in line, by the way. So I have a clear path in front of me. So that is I can say that's just fine. You would know when you see exactly what I'm talking about. You would know, because you can see the full, you can see what the road looks like, the kind of available space. So I'm signaling to the right because I'm moving at a faster speed now, and I'm still honking to tell these guys somebody is coming through. I don't want to hear stories that touch, like we say in Nigeria. I still honk because I just assume they are probably not paying attention to their mirrors, and they will just swerve right or left, either of the two, and they will just bash me. So that is just me, like, being very careful. You can see our guy here. This is the kind of person I'm talking about. Look at him. He's up in 2 lanes. Now he's going back to the left again. These are the kind of drivers I'm talking about. These are the kind of drivers I'm talking about. You know, to them, they are sharp guys kind of driving, but it really doesn't make sense. I mean, you are hogging 2 lanes at the same time, and, you know, trying to see which one is going with where you see way, and you move. If you're the only guy in the car, I mean, you are the only one on the road. You know, the road is relatively empty. You can do that, but not that lots of users on the road, and you just watch this guy. Okay, so finally he picks a lane. And even at that, he's still not properly aligned. You can see, watch him very well. He's not aligned with the other cars in front of him. Why? Because he has his eye on this particular lane that I'm in, and he's ready to sweep in at, I mean, and if he tries to do that with somebody that is not paying attention, what happens? I will move at the same time he's trying to move onto this lane, and there will be an accident. So guys, let's try and behave ourselves on the road. Let's try and be considerate to other road users. I mean, it really doesn't cost us much. All right, guys, that's all what I want to talk to you about today. I'll see you some other time. Have an accident-free evening, and goodbye. Ayodeji signing out.